So Phantom it's fairly certain that he just doesn't want kids. Just doesn't want them.
No, unless I'm successful enough that I think... Because my problem with having kids is, you know, I love my mom. My mom was not ready to have kids. She was, like, horribly depressed and drunk all the time. And I don't want to have a kid if I'm not in a position in my life where I think they could be happy. I don't want to risk any, like, you know, weird, like, I don't want them, like, being anxious all the time or depressed, or, like, I want their life to be good. So I would have kids if I succeeded in life. But I would not have kids if I felt like I couldn't take care of myself with absolute ease.
Okay. Okay, I can see that.
And I would need to be completely in love. If I'm with someone that I don't think I'll stay with, then I'm like, no. Absolutely.
Because it's sometimes difficult to imagine. Because for some reason, to me, continuing my bloodline is so important to me. Man. For some reason, it truly.
I've actually wanted to talk to you about this because I remember you brought it up before.
Yeah, continuing my bloodline. If I had a brother and I knew he wanted kids, I don't think I would want them. For some reason, but I am the only son.
Ooh, okay. Oh, yeah, that's big.
So it feels like you have that kind of pressure.
I to continue my bloodline. It's like I imagine, right? How many people did it take for me to be me? And I'm just going to end it? Full stop? I'm just like, I don't know how to do it. I can't do that.
I was thinking about something like that. I've met my great grandfather. I ain't gonna say never. Okay, I've met my great grandfather, and that is to me personally, that's like a bigger, obviously, it's a bigger thing than just grandfather. Right. Obviously, you meet your grandparents, you're like, okay, these are my mom's parents. Your great grandparents, though, those are the ones who were really doing shit. Those are the ones who, for real, they're there because of them.
They set in stone everything that was gonna happen.
They're the reason you're here, for real. Like, grandparents and mom, yeah, okay, but the great grandparents are the ones who, for real, 10 toes down, was right then and there on the front line, you know. And I was thinking about all these people that led up to me back in like 1800, the Vikings. There are people who led to me, basically. That's why I'm just like, bro, that is what is so insane. There are people who are literally on slave ships who led to me. There are people who I'm related to who are probably still in Africa. There are people who I'm related to who was in the damn Civil War or something. Just like, bro, there are people who I will never know about, never meet, who was doing crazy shit, who I came from, who I got that shit in my veins. I probably got somebody else in my family, somebody in my bloodline. I was building houses, man, with the bare hands, just for the fucking fun of it.
See, you saying that actually, that's actually really interesting, because that makes me think, like, it kind of puts a different lens over. It's still the same general idea, because I want to have kids if I'm successful, or like I would have kids if I was successful, but now I want to have kids if I'm successful because I'm not gonna say just drop my last name, but like my family, going as far back as anyone will tell me, just consists of almost successful people, like completely beautiful but broken people. It feels like no matter who I ask about anyone, it's like they almost got to live a successful life and then something happened. Because my grandfather, he multiple times did he own houses, but because my grandma was batshit crazy, one like got burnt down, and one of them he had to sell because he went bankrupt. And I'm like, imagine your circumstances of life like making that happen to you. I want to, so if I am going to have kids, I want to at least be one of the people in my bloodline who could confidently say I was successful. Because then any of my bloodline going forward can look back at it and go, yeah, they're full of batshit crazy people, but yeah, like then it's like just by having a kid, because you know a lot of people are like, I want to have a kid because I want to leave some sort of legacy. I want to have some part of me continue on. Okay. But it's like if you don't have anything to leave,
what are you doing?
What's the point? Because now all you are, you like, I don't want to be a bad memory. That would suck. So that's interesting.
So
because then also, I'm sorry. No, because then also, I feel like it's almost disrespectful to your ancestors if you don't try your hardest to make yourself successful before having a kid, because then all that lineage leading up to you was kind of not worth it. Like, don't get me wrong. I don't think you should have to do something to be worth living. Everyone is worth being here. But like, if you're going to have kids, you know, I would feel so. My one goal in life growing up was that I wanted to be successful to repay my mom, and if I can't do that, I would feel awful. Let alone having a kid that I can't take care of. So, yeah. Sorry. Now you can go.
Oh. I was gonna say that my grandfather's name is Zach. My pop's name is Zach. Now my name is
Zach, quote unquote.
but I'm the third Zach, right? Yeah. And my son, his name's not gonna be Zach, but I'm gonna call him Zach too.
Oh.
And
you gonna name him directly after you, or?
No, he's saying it's gonna be like he's not gonna name him Zach, but he's gonna call him Zach.
Yeah.
Okay. So like,
because that's what's going on with him.
Mm-hmm.
How is that gonna work though? Your nickname's got to be some type of
his name is Zach, right?
Yeah, because we call him. His name's not Zach.
I know it's not Zach. I know it's like but Zach is still short for it, right?
No.
Is that your middle name?
Nope. Anyway.
But I would like, my dad and me, we have the same name. I would definitely like to keep Mondrella going. I would love to.
Honestly, now that I heard the fucking wild ass trilogy of stories related to my name, I might name like a son Tobias.